Hey guys, I'm back again with another video for you. Today I wanted to give some tips or advice to some of my new lifters out there who are just starting off and need a little bit of guidance. I know being new in the gym can be a little intimidating for some people, so I hope this video can give you guys some guidance to navigate your way through the beginning stages. I think the most common problem for new people just starting their fitness journey is just being scared to do these new things that are really outside of their comfort zone. And really, this is a problem when trying anything new in life. And I think that this fearfulness stems from how we think other people will perceive us. When we first start going to the gym, we're afraid people will be watching us and making fun of us. We're afraid we're going to be doing something wrong and look dumb, and we're afraid people are just going to be judging us in general. So this leads me to my first tip. Nobody cares about you. I know it sounds harsh, but it's true. No one cares about you, no one is looking at you, no one is worried about what you're doing. And you want to know why? Because just like you, everyone is only worried about themselves and what they're doing. I remember one of my friends used to always have to give me reality checks when I first started going to the gym, and I felt, uncomfortable with, the way my gym clothes fit, or uncomfortable with something that I was doing, that I was looking dumb. And he would always come at me with something like, "Who do you think you are that everyone is concerned about you? You're not special, relax." And obviously said it in a joking way, but it's also 100% true. Just like you're concerned with how everyone else is going to perceive you, so is everyone else. So my tip number one is to stop caring about what other people think about you, because 99% of the time, they're not thinking about you at all. So this leads me into my next tip. So while the first tip is true 99% of the time, of course, we're going to end up running into that 1% eventually. That 1% of people that are just insecure and like to project their insecurities on other people and put other people down. That 1% that does judge and is rude. We all know that there are people like this in the world, so it's inevitable that we'd run into them at one point or another. So tip number two, remember why you're there. You're at the gym to accomplish a goal. You're at the gym to get healthier. You're at the gym to become a better version of yourself. You're at the gym to work on yourself. And don't you ever let anyone else get in the way of you accomplishing your goals. Don't let someone's irrelevant opinion get in your way. Because it's literally just that, an opinion that is absolutely irrelevant to you and your goals. Do you have to answer to that person? No. Do you need that person's approval? No. Does that person have to walk around every day living life as you? No. You are the only person living your life, so your opinion should be the only one that matters to you. You are the one that has to live with the outcomes of your actions, no one else. So please don't ever let someone else's opinion stop you from working on your goals and working on yourself. You are there for you and no one else. Okay, I'm done. Moving on. Tip number three is my advice on how to deal with creepy guys. Most women who have ever stepped into a gym have had to deal with being sexualized by creepy men. It's sad, but it's true. So I want to share a few things that I do to help curb this issue. But first, let's make sure to differentiate between a guy being creepy and a guy just admiring. Because we all do it, men and women alike. When we find someone attractive, it's hard not to, steal little glances here and there. Or maybe a guy will come up and give you a quick, genuine compliment. So this is not what I'm talking about before all the guys freak out. I'm talking about the guys who stare incessantly, the guys who try to get close to us and will even follow us around the gym. This is creepy AF behavior, and if you do it, please stop. Stop now and forever. So things I do to prevent this. When I first started going to the gym, my little security blanket were my hats. I would not step into a gym without a hat, and that hat would be so low on my head that no one could make eye contact with me unless basically I allowed it. And I found this gave off a pretty good signal that I did not want to be bothered. So if you're shy or you just want to be left alone, it's something to try out. Next thing, which comes fairly natural to me, is resting B-face. When I'm in the gym, I'm there to get some work done. I'm focused and I'm serious, and people have actually told me, after they got to know me, that when they didn't know me, they were kind of scared to come up to me because I looked like I was in my zone and like I didn't want to be bothered. Perfect. That was my goal. That's correct. I did not want to be bothered. So go in there focused on what you're doing. Don't be on your phone. Don't be looking around. Just get that work done. So next is my headphones. I kept them in the entire time. I don't care if I could hear you trying to talk to me, if I could see them out of my peripheral vision trying to talk to me. If I don't want to talk to someone, I would just pretend I didn't hear and turn the other way. Easy. I even keep my headphones in when I walk to my car. But ladies, always make sure you turn them off when you're walking to your car. You always want to be aware of what's around you. But I keep them in, so if someone calls my name or tries to get my attention, I just keep on walking without a care in the world. Oops, sorry, can't hear you. Okay, and lastly, but most importantly, do not be afraid to confront these dummies. If someone's staring at you, stare back until they get uncomfortable, because they usually will. Or simply ask them, what are you staring at? What are you staring at? And tell them that they need to stop, or you'll go get someone from the front desk. I know we as women are conditioned otherwise, but you do not owe anyone kindness. If someone is being creepy, do not be kind. Be confident, be assertive, and be direct, and tell them to stop. I know guys watching this may think that I'm going overboard with this tip, but I really don't think they realize how uncomfortable this can be for women. And for someone just starting off, this could be like a deal breaker, that they don't want to go back to the gym anymore because they're feeling so uncomfortable. So men, stop making girls feel uncomfortable. Okay, thanks. Okay, so the first 3 tips were about your confidence in the gym. Now let's get into 3 more about actually your workouts and lifting. Tip number 4, stick to the basics. The basics are the basics because they work. Yes, I know there's a lot of little Instagram workouts that look fun, but you're not going to be seeing progress if you do those too often. They can be okay to add to your workouts, to add after your basics, but still your main focus should be on the basics. And by the basics, I'm talking about all of the simple compound and accessory movements that you see most often. Squats, lunges, deadlifts, hip thrusts, rows, push-ups, pull-ups, shoulder press, things like that. You want to be working on these basic movements every week and working on progressive overload in each one. Not necessarily all of them at once, but all of them over time. I know a little step up with a kickback to a reverse lunge with a side raise might be cute for a video, but you're not going to see progress during those movements. And you'll be wasting your time if you do those kinds of things too often. So don't try to make your workouts look cute. Don't add too many creative workouts. Just stick to the basics, sprinkle in the cute and creative workouts at the end, but focus on the basics and focus on progressive overload in the basics. Okay, next tip, number 5, I'll make super quick. Remember, anything that is going to make you grow as a person is not going to be easy. Anything that's going to make you grow is going to be pushing you out of your comfort zone, and so you're going to be uncomfortable. The gym is no exception. Expect your workouts to be hard. Nothing you do should be easy for you. If it's easy, then you're not growing, so always, always push yourself. And very last tip, tip number 6, please stop trying to take shortcuts. Like I mentioned in the last tip, progressing in the gym is not easy. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication to make progression. And by this, I'm primarily referring to the people who try to skip that hard work and start lifting with weights that are way too heavy for them and that they're not ready for. If you cannot keep basic form or go even close to full range of motion on an exercise if you increase the weight, then guess what? You are not ready to increase the weight. Please stop trying to cheat the process. This is super important for 2 reasons. First of all, you can get badly injured trying to lift heavy weights that you are not ready for. And second, you're actually going to start hindering your progression by doing this. If you perform an exercise with bad form or a lot of form breakdown, or can't even complete one full rep of the exercise, then you're kind of just wasting your time. However, this is very, very different than having slight form breakdown when trying a new weight. When trying a new weight with an exercise, your form is never going to be perfect. That's why you practice until you can get better at it. I'm referring to the people who add weight to their squat when they can't even do a full rep of the weight they were previously doing. I'm referring to the people who try to do super heavy weights with, dumbbell shoulder press and need someone to help them get them up, the weights up, and someone to help them with every rep. Building muscle and progressing in the gym takes a lot of time and a lot of hard work. So please stop trying to cheat the process and do weights that you aren't ready for yet. It is just going to hold you back. If you can do full squat reps at, let's say, 95 pounds, and then when you move up to 115 pounds, you can only do half reps, that's okay. Work with 115 until you can get full reps. Don't go jump to 125 and do more half reps. You get me? Or if you can't even stabilize, I don't know, 50-pound dumbbells over your head for dumbbell shoulder press and you can't do 1 rep without someone helping you, then just grab lighter weights, please. This kind of lifting is called ego lifting, which is trying heavier weights before you're ready, basically just to show off, basically just to say that you did it or you did it. Ego lifting, like I said earlier, can just lead to injury and just hinders you from your progress. You can't cheat the process. You have to work at each stage before you can get to the next one. Okay, rant over, I promise. Can you tell that bugs me just a little bit? Okay guys, that's a wrap for my 6 tips for new lifters. Let me know down below if you have any questions and I will talk to you guys soon.